me and my brother, we started to make the wine in the garage without knowledge, and so we don't know how to do the wine, so we don't put nothing inside. And then we study enologies, but we thought that the wine we make before in the garage without knowledge was better. And so we decided to make the wine this way. The best wine you can do is a perfect wine without sulfur, without nothing. There are some grapes that you can process total without sulfur and have a perfect result. There are some grapes that there are many risks, especially in mousing. And the mousing is the big problem in natural process right now. Even some very famous producer has mousing, but he keep them in the cellar for some years and then disappear. And so we don't know. Bread for me is not a big problem because I can drink very well and wine with bread. Brettanomyces, the animal smell. Mousing is different. When it's strong, I don't like. For this reason, I put 20 milligram just when I put in bottle, because the mousing is ready to appear. If you work without sulfur, without yeast, without nothing. 20 milligram just when you bottle. If you make the analysis after 2 months, you have the total 7, 5. You are under 10, so you can consider without sulfur. When I started to make natural wine here, there was nobody making natural wine. Me and my brother, we start, but not because we think there was a big business. 15 years ago, it was very difficult to sell natural wine, especially here. Here it was impossible, because you have to make the wine that you want to drink, otherwise it's difficult. If you make the wine for the business, you cannot work very well if you don't understand the quality of your wine. And I like very much the characteristic of Caterratto in this area, and so I looking for some piece of land here, even because I like very much to build a cellar here and live here. It's a place perfect. We are 500 meters. It's never is hot, even in the summer. There is the mountain over there. I fell in love when I saw this place. To find a very old Caterratto is even very difficult, because everybody here sells to the cooperative the grapes. So when the production go down, they remove the plant after 15 years, 20 years, and start again. And so for this reason, for me, it's fantastic to have the old vines in this area, but it's very difficult things to find. My style is quite similar to Jura. This style of wine is a big inspiration for me. I like, for example, when you use the wood, but you don't feel the wood, because I like fresh in acidity in the wine. For me, the best wine is intense and the elegant, drinkable at the same time. These are the most difficult things to do, because to have a drinkable wine is easy. To have a very strong wine but raw in the south of Europe is very easy too. But to have elegance and intensity in the same time, this is the most difficult things. You can do it just in particular place. My father has a cellar too, but he sells the wine in stock without bottling. The problem is that the culture of wine in Sicily from that generation was not strong. Everybody has wines, everybody makes wine, but they drink just to drink. For this reason, they don't make great wine before. You have to understand because people spend $100 for a bottle. My father don't understand. So, if you are not one of them, you cannot do a wine for the high market, for the really wine lover. For me, the problem in this area was this one, but maybe because it's a poor place and so there are things more important before the wine. When you cannot buy the breads. The high culture of wine is in the place where there are enough money. Otherwise, it's impossible. Yeah, it's very particular this place for two reasons. Because here we are in south orientated, but the sun rises later because there is this mountain at the east part, and go away soon because there is this mountain. So the night is longer, but in the middle of the day it's quite hot. But there is a fresh wind coming from this mountain every day. So the conditions are really particular. I have Caterratto here, I have Caterratto in that mountain. That mountain is very sandy. Caterratto in calcareous is more full. In the sandy is more thin. Both versions are very interesting. It's difficult to say which is better. It's very complex. Everything. In this piece of land work like this, maybe the same vineyard in another place work different way because there is the climate, there is the land, there is how many plants you have per hectare. Here you see the plants are 1.5 meters. So we have less than 3,000 plants per hectare. So each plant has more water, so less stress. In Sicily, that we don't have a lot of rain could be an advantage. 20 years ago, we tried to imitate the best terroir and like Champagne, like Burgundy, and we put 6,000, 8,000 plants per hectare. But here don't work. You produce a lot of alcohol. You have to make the harvest in August, but to plant like my grandfather make for me is better. It's very full Caterratto of tannins, very full. If you don't make maceration, it becomes orange, like a strong orange. So in conventional style, they remove everything because they have to become clear like the water. And so they remove also the taste, the aromas, everything. And so the people before thought that Caterratto was a very neutral grapes, don't have aromas. But in natural style, if you work well, I noticed that is the opposite. It's very complex. A young producer that starts now, 90% is starting with the natural production. For two reasons, even because commercial wine is very full, is very complicated. The advantage of natural wine is that you cannot do in very big stock, very big seller cannot do, and so there is a place for many small producers. The other wine, there are sellers that make 20 million bottles. In Sicily we are 30, 40 small natural producers, maybe we make 2 million bottles altogether. So one seller can do 10 times this quantity. At the university you study what's happened in the wine, and so then you decide how to make the wine. They don't teach you how to make the wine. They teach you if you put the yeast up and this, if you don't put up and this, if you put the sulfite up and this, if you give air up and this, if you don't have up and this. So, and then you have to decide how to do. No, it's very helpful, very, very helpful. Even if I make the opposite, I study. Yeah. But if you don't know how to do, you cannot do the opposite things.